Hey everyone, I would like to welcome you to day 11 of our 60-day publishing challenge. To get started for today, I just wanted to encourage you guys and make sure that you are working on your books. I will not be uploading every single day or as often as I was while we were getting started, because I really want you guys to more so just focus on doing the work for your book, and I need to write my book as well. But every now and then, I'm thinking probably every other day, I will be putting out a video with different tips to help you during the writing process, and just different videos to keep you encouraged. So for today's video, I want to talk about who is the audience for your book. Who are you writing to? What is your target market? These are very important questions to consider while writing your book, because when you know your audience, you're able to tap into the type of person that you will be speaking to, the type of person that will be reading your book, and you're able to relate to them on a whole nother level. You really want to make your reader feel like they are sitting there having a conversation with you, hearing your stories, hearing your advice, because this will not only help you relate to your readers and build up trust in your readership and build up respect and all these different things, but in terms of marketing, if your readers feel like you're a sister or a best friend in their head and they feel like they can really relate to you and trust you, then they're going to be willing to support you in this book and other projects that you may have down the line. And if you really tap into the person that you're speaking to, not only that, you'll be able to help them even more, because your book is geared towards a specific group of people or a specific type of person. So really ask yourself, if your book is towards, young teen girls and things like that, the way that you would speak to someone more older or more mature, that's not going to be the same way that you would speak to a 12-year-old or a 13-year-old. You may have to be more sensitive. You may have to sound more understanding. Your words may have to be more compassionate, because they are going through a time and a season right now in their life where they're really sensitive, where they're really emotional, they're experiencing puberty. So you want to think of all these type of things. If you are writing a scholarly book or a book based on facts and evidence, then it's important for you to make sure that you're writing professional. You may not want to go for a laid back conversational tone, because in order for people to take you seriously, if your book is somewhat of a scholarly standpoint, you want to make sure that you have facts, that you have a professional, that you have an assertive tone, so that they can take you seriously. But if your audience is professors and students getting their master's degrees and all these different things, and you're speaking in a tone that's like, hey girl, this is how it is, they're not going to take you seriously, and they're not going to be able to respect you. If you're speaking to a group of women who are in your same age range and it's a topic that's really personal, whether you're speaking to them about relationships or life issues or just sharing your testimony, maybe that's an awesome opportunity for you to show your personality through your writing. Be very conversational. Be like that big sister. Be upfront. Make them laugh. Different things like that. So in some places, writing in a conversational, very personable and relatable tone would be perfect, depending on what your audience is, depending on your age range, depending on the topic. You want to consider all these things so that you will be able to relate to your audience in the best way and market to them in the best way, and that they can get the best experience out of your book. Later down the line, when we come closer to publishing our books, we're going to talk about marketing in terms of the book cover, in terms of what you should title your book. And all of these are going to go back to that question, okay, who is my target audience? If we go back to, having a target audience where it's young girls, maybe you want a more colorful book cover. Maybe you want more modern text in comparison to a more mature or an older audience. Maybe it'll be okay to have more of a simple book cover. So when it comes to marketing, you already want to have your reader in mind. Create in your mind a picture, visualize the perfect person to read your book. Make up a person, make up a character, so that when you're writing, it's like you have this person in your mind And of course, you're gonna keep an open mind and know that other types of people may pick up your book and read your book. You can't control who reads your book. But for the most part, you have this person in mind, and you're writing a note, a letter, whatever your book is. You're writing it specifically to that person, and it will help break those chains of nervousness, of not knowing what to write or what to say. Because if you visualize this person in your head and you convince yourself to believe, okay, I have a real relationship with this person. This person, is someone that I want to pour into, I want to encourage, or whatever it may be, I want to inform, and you visualize that person, it's going to make the writing process easier. When we end up talking about prices, the price that you're going to set for your book, you have to think about your target audience. Because if your target audience is young adults from ages 16 to 24, whatever it may be, but half of them are in college and they're not at their parents' house anymore, so their parents are not going to buy the book for them, and they're struggling and barely getting financial aid and scholarships and all these things, and they have so many other financial responsibilities in their life, then you don't want to charge them an arm and a leg for a book. So that's just an example of knowing your target audience, and based off of your target audience, knowing what you're going to charge. So that's the importance of knowing your target audience, and based off of knowing your target audience, it's going to help you to be more relatable in your book. It's going to give you a focus. It's going to help the writing process. When the marketing process comes, it's going to help you in knowing which way that you can strategically market your book, because you already have your target audience in mind. All right, you guys, so put any comments below if you reached a roadblock or you're struggling in the writing process, so I can see if I can help you guys. And you guys, stay focused. Like I said, stick to your schedules. I'll be back in a couple of days with another tip that will help you progress in the writing process. And I am going to share with you guys the deadline that I have for writing my book, because I want to leave enough time for the editing process, the formatting process, the book cover, the marketing process, the printing process. Like, I'm not trying to publish my book at the very last minute of the 60 days. So just to kind of share with you guys when I plan on having my book complete by, like, the rough draft of it, I think that the 24th is a good time. So that is Friday the 24th. That's in like 2 weeks from now. So 2 weeks from now, I should be finished writing. I shouldn't take any more time than that if I want to, have extra time to do those things. So for these 2 weeks, I'll just be doing these type of videos where it's like tips to help you keep moving forward in the writing process. But after those 2 weeks come, the real tutorials are going to get started, guys. I'm going to be showing you how to create a book cover from scratch, and if you're not into that, where to get a book cover from, or how to use an easy program to come up with an easier book cover. I'm going to be showing you how to format your manuscript. Literally, I'm going to be taking you step by step of every single part of my process, and you will have the option of whether you want to do it like me and do most of the things by yourself to save money, or whether you want to use the resources and the people that I recommend in order to get that done that way. All right, guys, so I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and I hope that y'all are having a great week. And that's basically it, guys. See you guys in the next video. Bye.